So what do the Nomadic Fanatic fans have to say now? It started with the sucker punch that shook Quartzsite, a rumor of an altercation at the spot involving the great Nomadic Fanatic. Even I couldn't believe it. Even I was skeptical and said, no, it can't be. I just can't jump on this. This is a rumor. I need proof. I mean, come on, a gaggle of mobile hobos, some of which are YouTubers, and no one had a video of the attack or at least the aftermath? Nobody followed Tater to his bus? No one confronted him? They just let him walk away after this alleged attack? But then Tater's sudden unannounced exit from the LTV aroused suspicion. Why pay for 7 months and leave after a week? And then we have all the belongings that were left behind and the party tent that was being moved. And it just made it all look even more suspect. But I still wasn't convinced, even with the angry tent movers yelling, "Make sure BlindViews sees this." Tater explained it all away as he sold the tent. That's right, and the rightful new owners were just moving it to their location. And he doesn't have to tell you people every time he sells something. So that was the explanation from our great Tater for that. I then received a video of a large man speaking with the authorities. The rumor was that Eric hit an old, like 80-something, disabled veteran and broke his jaw. This guy wasn't elderly at all, and he was speaking pretty good for having a broken jaw. I still wasn't 100% convinced, but I was leaning more and more that way. And then posts of various internet sites, they were coming to light. The alleged victim and his wife were given their accounts here and there and everywhere. Still no videos or anything, but again. And then there was this big to-do that was erupting on this Facebook Quartzsite page. So everyone was over there and they were reading this and that, and it was going back and forth. So it was getting a little bit juicy with all the stuff that was coming out. And then, of course, we had the stories and the accusations of everybody that Tater was on the run and he was hiding from the law. And he had this warrant for his arrest and he was just dodging and hiding and everywhere. And then, just as all that happened, Tater emerges on Tater Acres and he's posting videos. So he can't be hiding, right? And he declares, he looked right down the barrel of that camera, that's right into the lens, and said, it's all rumors. It's all made up by the haters. Nothing happened. It's all vicious rumors and lies. And I had to get out of there because Quartzsite is toxic, and I just had to leave. He even made a video about the toxicity of Quartzsite, and boy, did that spark a lot of backlash. People made all kinds of rebuttal videos about how Quartzsite was free of crime and this and that. And well, that was all bullshit too, but they had to stick up for their place. But the Tater supporters, they screamed, it's all a non-event. It's a nothing burger. It's all lies. Nothing happened. It's all bullshit. So our little Tater Tot, he stayed at Kevin's for a while on his land. Wow. He worked on Tater Acres. That's right, Tater Acres. The place he said was too cold and too nasty to stay and work in the winter. It was now his home and his sole focus. While he made a driveway and had a shed delivered, he stuck to his story. Nothing happened. It's all lies. The trolls made it up and are now showing up on my property. That's right, the property he claimed to have purchased under an LLC and would never be found. People were showing up. But the Tater waiver, no, he stood by his story, and he tells everyone that he reported me and a few others to the sheriff for harassment and encouraging a mob to invade his property. That's right, that's why he was talking to the sheriff, if anybody saw. It wasn't because of this hellacious rumor that was just made up, because nothing, remember? A nothing burger. This got his fans whipped into a frenzy. They cheer and say how horrible the trolls are. They comfort little Eric and say how brave he is. They can't believe how anyone could make up all this stuff about poor, innocent little Tater just out there on his land just trying to live his own life. His faithful companion Diana even makes videos declaring Eric's innocence and says it's all just lies. It's a rumor, and none of it happened at all. Eric's a good guy. Then the court date is set and the charges are published. Do the haters get a reprieve? Oh, no. They say it's fake. It's all made up. They won't take the time to activate a brain cell to actually go look at the government website, to go to the Arizona website and see it's all right there. Our little falsely accused hero actually goes ahead and gets a little bit ahead of things and rants about NASCAR. And he says it's all horrible and he gives it up this year and he's not going. And it's just an attempt to cover up the fact that he has an appointment at a fake, made-up court about a non-issue, nothing burger event. And even after the court event had played out, the believers still hold strong. Even though the famous YouTuber with a check mark,
you see that little check mark?
That makes $100,000 a year gets a court-appointed attorney for his next date in March, it's all fake. With comments like, who cares about this anyway? And it's not real. It's AI. Oh, the trolls are to blame. You're horrible, and you should be banned from YouTube. Well, to that I say, the trolls aren't standing before a judge. The trolls aren't accused of a violent act, and the trolls didn't pack up and speed off into the night. The charges are real. The court date was real and happened. The next date has been set. So go ahead and take a big old bite out of that nothing burger. Wipe your chin. You got a little. It's running down. So wipe your chin there. So even after a name change and several addresses that confused the court, he did nothing, and it's not his fault. It's all someone else's fault. And like Line Screw said, he should have just gotten ahead of it all and just said, hey, I was accused of this, whatever. I got this court date. Things are going to be a little bit rough. No. It's deny. And I don't know why he doesn't think he's going to get caught in all his bullshit lies. But, it's just, this isn't one of those cases where, where your mommy tells you, oh, just ignore it and it'll all go away.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.